I guess I'm a real YouTube reseller now. Welcome to Matt's Profit Pursuit. I'm Matt. I'm a part-time reseller who sells on eBay, and I make what sold videos so you see what's selling right now on eBay, and I break down each sale so you see exactly how much is made after fees, cost of goods, shipping, and taxes are taken out. That way you get a realistic look of what it's like to sell on eBay. And I've gotten some great hate comments online, so I guess I'm a real YouTube reseller. But before we talk about that, I got 9 orders going out. Let's see what sold. This men's Jordan zip-up hoodie.
I paid $3.15 for this hoodie, and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $46.69, and after fees and shipping, I get $25.46.
This pair of men's Levi's 5'11", black, size 36-32.
Levi's are pretty much always a pickup for me. They don't sell for top dollar, but they're good bread and butter. I paid $2.65 for this pair, and they sold for $19.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $30.51, and after fees and shipping, I get $16.72.
This Victoria's Secret bra. I still feel kind of weird picking those up, and I kind of grab them and throw them in my cart real quick. I don't like hold them up and inspect them really. I kind of look, that's good. And it's always funny when if I do laundry, my wife notices. She's like, "Whose bra is that?" Well, yours if you pay for it. Shoot.
I paid 53 cents for this bra, and I had it for a while, so I took an offer of $9 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $15.18, and after fees and shipping, I get $5.39.
So these Vans is one of my favorite model of Vans, one of my favorite shoes. It's the half cab, and these are pretty beat up, dirty, dingy. Good tread's still pretty good.
I paid $3.40 for these. I believe I had them listed for around $35, but I took an offer of $27.50 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $40.63, and after fees and shipping, I get $24.43.
Sold this DS game, baseball game. I don't even remember where I got it. It's probably one of my kids' old games. Not worth much.
And this only sold for $2.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $8.24, and I made a little bit off of the shipping, so after fees and shipping, I got $2.79.
Sold this Badlands South Dakota pennant.
I paid 10 cents for this pennant, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $16.39, and after fees and shipping, I get $7.01. And the funny part is, this buyer complained that it was folded when I shipped it, and they asked for a refund of, like $10, and then they'll keep it. If not, they'll ship it back. As you saw, I got $7 from the deal. So my response was, you can initiate a return through eBay, thanks. Don't let these people bully you, they're just fishing for a refund. If they do return it, that's fine, I'll just resell it.
Sold these lacrosse boots. Had these forever. If you look at the photos of the listing, they're bad. So I took whatever offer I got.
I think I may have paid $5 for these, I don't really remember, but they sold for $8.75 plus shipping. Luckily, I made a little bit of money on the shipping, so the buyer is all in at $29.25, and after fees and shipping, I get $9.29.
When I found that big lot of Lego stuff at the bins a few weeks ago, I was just grabbing any piece I could see. This is one of the pieces I grabbed, but it's actually from a Star Wars ship or something.
So this item, even in the little baggie, didn't even register on my scale, so I paid less than a penny for it, and it sold for $13.20 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $19.67, and after fees and shipping, I get $11.59.
Then I sold this Santa Moose thing. Yeah, I took the batteries out, but still the tag on it.
I said moose, but this is a reindeer, that makes sense. And it actually sings Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. Electronics are only 79 cents a pound at my bins, so this only cost me 69 cents, and it sold for $24.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $35.41, and after fees and shipping, I get $15.15.
So like I said, I'm a real YouTube reseller now. Not because I was on Soda City Flip's first ever live, and that was the first time I was ever on a live and did any kind of show like that. But it's because I've been getting some good hate comments online, and they're amazing. Let's check a few of them out.
So over on Instagram, Sarah said,
"You're a reseller, the scum of the earth. Follow your own advice and get a real job."
and then this used to be my standard response, but I've upgraded it a little bit, you'll see it. And I said, you realize every store is a reseller, right? And this is only a hobby that makes money, and it's probably more money than you get from your job, and it's nothing compared to what my actual job pays me. And then she responded with,
"You're a parasite. I can guarantee you don't make more money than my actual job."
and this is my new response, feel free to copy it because I think it's a good one. I say, parasite how? I would really love to know why you think that. I save items from going to the landfill and sell them for an affordable price so people aren't stuck with the only option of buying at full retail. Would you prefer people can't afford items and we dump everything into the landfill? You don't usually get a response after that. And then I don't remember what Sebastian got his panties in a bunch about, but he decided to comment on a bunch of my posts and just said,
"Get a job, get a job, get a job, get a job, get a job."
Now let's break down these sales. For those items, I have a total sales of $230.36. After fees, I have $117.83, minus the cost of goods, which was $15.53, and that gives me $102.30. Take away 25% for taxes, which is $25.57. Then I have $76.73. Invest 20% back into the business, which is $15.34, and that gives me $61.39 in my pocket. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes worth of work, so that gives me an hourly rate of $27.28. I have some more orders that actually came through the next day. I wasn't going to film, but I figured I'll just add it to the end of this video. Just got a lot going on this week, and some family things going on, but 8 more orders that came through, which was surprising. Here's what else sold. This is a lurking class. Flannel, it's kind of cool, like fades into black. Got some embroidery on the back. It's got a hood.
I paid $1.45 for this flannel and it sold for $18.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $28.23, and after fees and shipping, I get $13.90.
This is a lot of, or 2 separate lots of Magic the Gathering cards, nothing high dollar, just base cards.
The first lot I paid about 8 cents for all the cards. It was a lot of 10, and they sold for $8.99 plus shipping. Now I combined shipping, so I ended up refunding some of it. So after fees and shipping, I get $4.75 for this lot, another 8 cents for this lot. This was 13 cards, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $16.36 on this one, and after fees and shipping, I get $9.38.
This is the Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply, kind of like military style vest.
I paid $2.40 for this vest, and it sold for $19.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $30.36, and after fees and shipping, I get $17.04.
This is a Disney World, Walt Disney World, like jersey shirt thing, whatever they're called. Spirit jersey, that's what they're called. Size small. Had this for a while. I know people sell these for pretty good money. This one didn't sell very well.
I paid $1.12 for this shirt, and it sold for $14 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $23.39, and after fees and shipping, I get $9.82.
Sold these Keens.
These are the Keen Hike Sport 2. I paid $2.60 for these, and they only sold for $13 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $23.25, and after fees and shipping, I get $9.22.
Sold this replacement lens for a pair of Dragon goggles.
When I bought this, I knew it wasn't going to be high dollar, but it's super cheap, super easy to list, super easy to ship. I probably only have about 5 minutes of work into this. I only paid 10 cents for it, and it sold for $9 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $14.70, and after fees and shipping, I get $6.26.
And I sold these New Balance shoes.
I paid $5 for these, so that means I got these at a retail, Goodwill, or thrift store over a year ago. So I took an offer of $15 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $28.40. And after fees and shipping, I get $14.65.
Let's do a quick breakdown on these sales.
That gives me total sales of $173.77. After fees, I have $85.02 minus the cost of goods, which was $12.83, and that gives me $72.19. Take away 25% for taxes, which is $18.04, and that gives me $54.15. Invest 20% back into the business, which is $10.82, and that puts $43.33 in my pocket. There's about an hour and a half of work, so that gives me an hourly rate of $28.88.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave your hate comments below. God bless. Peace.